I want to get into, first of all, I want to thank my ancestors, you know what I'm saying? I thank them for providing the information, the logic, the inner workings of how I go about doing things at this present level, and I'm hoping they give me life for me to continue my journey. I think they will, you know what I'm saying? Because we are one. And the reason I'm wearing this scarf like this, because I'm trying to I'm showing you that I'm representing the brothers and sisters with dreads that's outside the matrix, that's actively thinking, that's contributing to the community in every type of stage, you know what I'm saying? So I wear this in honor, just like the Egyptian honor the Nubians and wear a garb, you know what I'm saying, that look like the hairstyle of their ancestors, of the people that gave them the inspiration to build more in the first place. We're doing the same thing now, it's the exact same thing, you know what I'm saying? We're just repping the people with dreads, like the people that created Move Group that's locked up. Even right now, they've been locked up for like down there over 30 years, you know what I'm saying? They didn't do nothing but try to free our people. Mumia Abdul-Jamal, another political prisoner that's putting in work even though he locked up, you know. Shout out to him, shout out to Move Group, you know what I'm saying? And it's no such thing as failure, you know what I'm saying? Failure is just a moment of correction. So, that's why I'm wearing this. I want to go into science fiction, sci-fi, and how that shit be fucking our minds up, making our minds, you know, deranged, and how that affects the black community, you know what I'm saying, the melanated community, people of color, especially, you know what I'm saying, like all of us that's melanated, all these ancient people, you know what I'm saying, that's presently living on this planet now, you know, and thing is, sci-fi is scientific terrorism. They want to, you know, when you look at all this sci-fi on the Sci-Fi channel or all these other channels and shit like that, what you notice is that when they tell a story of the future, they put it forth as if white people going to be the only ones that could capably organize and diverse people from different planets. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all people from different planets, most of them, the majority of the aliens are colored. You know what I'm saying? They got some hue in them. And they're supposed to be like the unbalanced version of the white race. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying that because even in their ships, if you see they ships, you know what I'm saying, in this sci-fi film, any sci-fi film, you notice the people of color and people that's like light skinned too, you know what I'm saying, they usually take the back, you know what I'm saying, they usually be like an extra, you know what I'm saying, like not even if they stars, they still be on some, you know what I'm saying, some weak, they put them in weak positions, you know what I'm saying, position that they should have been doing way before. It's like an old ass position. It's supposed to be a futuristic movie, these sci-fi movies. Or the only smart aliens that's benevolent is the aliens that look light and white, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things, and they that's a blow to all of our self-confidence and go into science and mathematics, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like they telling us that we are inferior on some subliminal stuff. So when we actually like meet danger in the real world, we freeze up because we're supposed to be inferior. That's that mathematical program that they programmed and they fed you in a food called, you know, the movies. And this program is same. It's the same for all levels of television and the way they broadcast their media. You know what I'm saying? It's that same singular logic, but the concreteness of that is just the food they give it to you, so you won't notice the logic. You know, and horror movies is similar to science fiction movies. At certain cases, they both become one and the same. And horror movies is spook movies. You know what I'm saying? They want you to get horror movies. You know, like you got Jaws, oh the bees killing people. You know, what happened is the cracker, white supremacy, colonialism, neo-colonialism wants you to believe that nature is a scary thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the darkness. You know what I'm saying? People get chased in the horror movies to be dark and all that. But you know, when you look up in space, everything that dominates space and allow light to travel to Earth is the darkness. So it's like they spookify the group. You know what I'm saying? That's that law of identity crisis they use. You know what I'm saying? They try to separate you from what you're supposed to be synergized with to get power. You know what I'm saying? That's important. And as long as you got this spook energy or this science terrorism energy within you, at certain points it's going to manifest. You know what I'm saying? It might be even on a long-term tendency of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it might affect you on thinking on certain things that everybody that's brainwashed too will say is stupid. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good way of going against the grain. And when you go against the grain of mass ignorance, you know, that shows you the power as a singular being. It shows you that you have a community within you. You know what I'm saying? And that's people power. You know what I'm saying? That's the power. You know, that people power, that love for black people, melanated ancient people, is the G-force that run through your veins when you be having that electricity. You know what I'm saying? Feel like you about to rip in half cars, or you could turn buildings over, or you could run fast or precision. That's your mind's eye synergizing with your two eyes. You know what I'm saying? And the whole point, the European don't want you to like synergize opposites within you. That's why they need to inject you through, you know, horror movies, cartoons. Cartoons is another example, and the spook terrorism, which is horror movies. You know, they need to inject that in you so they could think that you using your mind's eye is just another form of the emotional expression that means nothing. But when you use your mind's eye with the two eyes and you feel this synergizing, because you gonna feel it. You know it's synergizing, but everybody gonna tell you, oh, it's a spook thing because it's too many. All of them watch the scary movies and all of them watch the sci-fi movies. You know what I'm saying? In which white dominates. White is the good place to stay, to be safe from the darkness. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a subliminal law of identity being injected in you without you even knowing it. You know what I'm saying? Like on some like diabolical shit. You know what I'm saying? In the cartoons, like for instance, you parents and whatnot, y'all be setting your kids in front of Disney, in front of all these cartoons that move in a way that don't make no sense, no logical, functional purpose in real life. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you gotta remember that these kids is sponges. You know what I'm saying? Every little thing they gonna pick up, translate and transform because they already got that Kin Patal mathematics in it. You know what I'm saying? But since we've been injected by white supremacy, we be like, don't do that. Stop doing that. Just sit in front of a TV that's going to teach this you know what I'm saying, undirty, untouched, you know what I'm saying, like fresh new life on the planet. You know what I'm saying? So when you fresh, any little thing you want to translate and transform, just like the Kin Patal mathematics. You know what I'm saying? And you sit him in front of the TV, but you gonna punish him, you know, go in your room, but don't go in your room type of thing. That's that law of identity crisis that they taught you. They do that so the kids won't synergize to use that energy inside for them to do something that they could provide for their family. And we only got one life, you know what I'm saying? So we need to think about that. The child is not a dirty human being first born. The child is not an adult, you know what I'm saying? And try to force them to become something that is not will deform the child's personality because it's so young, you know what I'm saying? So you got to treat it just like a cultivator of a plant, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna grow grass by stomping on grass, you know what I'm saying? And how you gonna get mad at grass if you didn't put the right fertilizer in it? You know what I'm saying? It's cultivation. That's the way you calculate on how to plan things in an appropriate way, you know? Sitting them in front of white power going to go, naturally, since you black, you ain't white, you know what I'm saying? Or even if you light skinned, you not white, like, you know what I'm saying? So naturally, when you sit a child in front of white power, they gonna learn it quick. Children is natural. They was born philosophers. They was born to know how they synergize in the world. You know what I'm saying? They was born to do that. All children. And once you lose that tendency, you start dying like a leaf. And the leaf of the human tree is, you know what I'm saying, the Caucasoids, the crackers, the Europeans. So I mean, you start being like them. So you, in the process of trying to acting like or fronting like you really building a long-term process, it's just a quick fix. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. And when you sit in front of the TV, that's why your child be doing the moves, you know what I'm saying, acting stupid and just, you know what I'm saying, like just doing things out of place, out of rhythm. Because when they watch cartoons, they teaching them how to not synergize with opposite sides. You know what I'm saying? They teaching them that Eurocentric logic, which means you can't synergize nothing on the inside, so the child becomes fractured. You know what I'm saying? Being united is not an external trivial thing. It comes from the inside. You know what I'm saying? It comes from uniting all sides as one of a kind, and that's when you find rhythm within society. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. And all they doing is just teaching children how to be good slaves when they grow up, because what you teach a child to play like is the same way they gonna grow up to behave like. You know what I'm saying? The same way they gonna take it seriously. If you teach children like knowledge early or a certain lifestyle early since they're a sponge, that'll be the first thing that will crystallize. And that first crystallization of that first thing you teach become the backbone of everything. You know what I'm saying? That's how a child works. The first thing that touches a child, the first thing that's going to be more crystallized than the additional things that's coming towards this area of influence. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means. And when you teach children BS and put them in front of white power, that's the first thing that's going to crystallize in the child's thinking and thought process. So any additional thing that's going to be similar to being useful, or something that's useful and beautiful, something that's basic, like knowledge of self, teaching the children how to be African, going to be extremely hard, because they have to be in sync with something that's not even supposed to be in there. You know, something don't even supposed to be a core. You know what I'm saying? It got an alien core. You just, you know, you cultivated an alien core. You know what I'm saying? That's like cultivating something to eat, but you planting cotton. Like how you know what I'm saying? Cotton for clothes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta plant something that's gonna grow to food, not something that's gonna grow to something that make clothes. You know what I'm saying? Things gotta sync together. You know what I'm saying? One hand washes the other. It's no one, you know. Nowadays we just thinking with this Eurocentric thing of logic like we Cyclops, you know. You know, that's one of the things I want to talk about with cartoons. You got Star Trek, you got Babylon, Stargate, Star Wars, all of them is white power scientific type of thing to make your brain, you know, be scared of advancement in those type of fields. You know what I'm saying? And since they doing this, it's a twofold because everything got synergy